Right guys, let's have a look how the plants are doing. So these are my peppers. I forgot to save seed last year on the Pointel peppers. So I just had an old packet which I sowed. Anyway, I've got one of them came up. And they're just bell peppers. They're from packet seed as well. This is the only snag with using your homemade compost is you do get little weeds coming up like this, but you know, it's nothing, is it? It's nothing. It's a little silver birch tree growing there as well. But yeah, they're the bell peppers. I did sow some more peppers, some more bell peppers, and that's those. About a week after these, 2 weeks after these, sorry, I sowed these bell peppers as well. So I've got 2 trays of them. These are chillies Armageddon. 6 seeds sowed, only 3 germinated, so they're a new pepper for me this year. Chilli, sorry. We have cayenne peppers. They're from my own safe seed last year. Look at the size of them. They're doing really well. Yeah, they're my own cayenne pepper from safe seed last year. Just your own seed just does so much better. There's some jazzy or jazz, sorry, chili or peppers, whatever you want to call them. Here's actually some lemons, little lemon trees grown from pips. So there's 4 decent ones there, a couple of smaller ones there. So going full on tomato, Roma save seed. All the brown packets are save seeds. We've got the pork chop, San Marzano, Rosella, and the red teardrop. I've only got about 3 or 4 seeds left because I gave a load away this year. I've got the Heinz 1350. Forgot to save seed from those actually. Bit reminisce of me to forget the seed on them. They were nice tomatoes. Some Sweet Million. These are out of date packet. We're just going to try them because I'll probably put them in a hanging basket or something. Some honeycomb, beautiful tomatoes. There's an old packet of honeycomb there, 2022. They went out. I'm going to sow them first. I just bought these this year, so I'll sow them first. If they don't germinate, then I'll sow those. Some gold, some there from last year. Some there called Veranda Red, which are a small sort of bush pot type tub tomato. I'm also going to put a strip of turnip in, probably 2 strips of turnips actually. There's strip. I'm going to put a strip of leeks in and a strip of celery in. I really like these cells for growing individual seeds. They're just a really nice size. You know, these were left by the gate. Someone left 4 trays of these by the gate. So there's so many cells. What I've actually been doing is this one was damaged, so I've been cutting them into smaller cell trays like that, which are really handy. The other 3 I shall probably cut them down slightly as well. They're just easier to handle. But what I'm doing, so I know what seeds are which in these, rather than putting hundreds of labels in, I've just marked the trays on the end with numbers. I've just numbered them. I'm sowing 4 of each seed today. So this will be bank 1, the next 4 strips will be bank 2, bank 3, so on down the tray. Just write it down on paper, then I know what's what. As long as you don't lose your paper, you're good. Take a picture of it and you can't lose it, can you? Start off with number 1, which are the pork chop. Again, safe seed, my own safe seed. I only want 2 pork chop tomatoes, so I'm going to, there's 3 seeds there, so I'm just going to plant 4 of them. 4 pork chops. Rosella, oh god, Rosella, they're beautiful tomatoes, really nice. Huge trusses, really tasty tomatoes. Safe seed again. I've found that you're pretty much guaranteed 100% germination, more or less, on safe seed, your own safe seed. I need some tweezers because my fingers are too fat. I think I've put one in there, have I? The camera will tell me after. So that's it. What was that one called? Rosella. So that's pork chop rosella, some Mazzanos, I really like these Mazzanos, they were so good for making the sauces. They're not actually not a bad tasting tomato either, but excel at making sauce, that's for sure. Some Mazzano, the Roma, oh, everybody knows Roma, lovely toms. Can't manage to knock 4 seeds out of there then. Oh, is there 2 there? There's 2 there. 1, 2. These will just stay in the conservatory, these seeds, now until they appear. Actually, it's going to be too cold to take them to the polytunnel at the minute anyway. So they'll be in here for the duration. And I like these smaller trays because you can just, you can just get so many seedlings in one tray like that. And I don't know how many cells are in this, I haven't counted, there's probably 100 or more, so we can get at least 5 of these trays on this table, potentially 500 little plants growing on the table at once. You can't stay in these for too long, obviously, they're going to have to be potted on. So when these tomatoes are up and growing, I'll move them onto a slightly bigger cell tray. Might only have to move them, where are we now? We're in about 17th of March I think. So probably only have to move them on once more into a bigger cell tray. Probably into those, and then they shall probably go into the ground in the tunnel, all being well. So my red teardrops next. But I hope there's some of these left, there's enough left. These are very precious. I should have saved a lot more seed this year than I did of the red teardrop. Oh, I've just dropped that, haven't I? Oh, did I? Was that it? Oh well. Right, that's teardrop. There's 1 seed left, guys. 1 teardrop seed left. Some gold. These are from last year. Put 4 of these in. What I'm going to do with all my seeds, as soon as these start growing side shoots, I will start using the side shoots as new plants rather than planting any more tomatoes. It's getting a bit confusing this, so that will tell me what cell I'm planting in at the minute, which bank of cells. I find these sun gold aren't ultra reliable at germination, but I say I only want 2 of them. And my favourite's the honeycomb. Move that along 1. These honeycomb, they get kind of mixed reviews from people. Some people say they're not that nice. Some people absolutely adore them. And I really do think that, the taste in your tomato comes from your soil. It really does. You've got good, healthy, fertile soil, you're going to get beautiful tomatoes. And I grow my tomatoes in the ground, not in pots and tubs. They're going to be a lot better grown in the ground, where they've got the availability of the microbiome, the fungi, the bacteria, to give them the elements that they need. I'll tell you what, there's not many of those in that packet, is there? There's 4 or 5 left there. Must be 9 in a packet. Try these. They have not quite the sweetness of sun gold, but the taste is 10 times better than sun gold. They just literally taste like honey. They are beautiful. And these are tomato that taste well in the polytunnel. The Sungold do not taste anywhere near as nice grown in the polytunnel as they do outside. So Sungold are a better plant to grow outside. These are a better plant to grow inside to get the full sweetness and the full flavour. Tomato Veranda Red. That's Veranda Red. Not grown them before. See what they're like this year. The Heinz 1350 hidden those. Don't know how good these seeds will be because these went out of date in 23, but they grew last year. They were a year out of date last year. They may be okay again. I will definitely save the seed from these this year, that's for sure. Put the biggest seeds in. That's it. And the last one will be Sweet Million. These are a 23 dated packet as well. 4 seeds. I haven't just planted in that one, have I? Can someone just tell me? No, I haven't. There we go. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 varieties, 40 tomatoes. I've already watered this soil, by the way. I'm going to put that label there so I know. Oh, it's that one in it. I'm going to put that label there so I know how far down the tray I've sowed. Yeah, so I pre-watered the compost. Just give it another quick soak. Right guys, I'm going to do 2 rows of turnips there. Then I'm going to do 2 rows of, what else was it? Celery. And I'll fill that little square there with leeks. Right, it is time to just have lunch now and get off to the allotment and plant the first of the potatoes. I'm just sowing up another 2 gutters worth of peas. These peas are screen shaft and these gutters are about 4 foot long, and I get about 60 peas in each gutter, so they're about 2 inches apart. Just sow them to the side of the gutter like that, and then these gutters drop directly into the end of the 4 foot beds on the allotment. And hang these gutters from these strings in the polytunnel. So these went in a good week ago, at least maybe 2 weeks ago. I just sowed 1 gutter first because it was still really cold when these guys went in, but they've come up. So I may as well get the 3 gutters sowed and then they can all go out. Obviously these fellas in this gutter, these will be kind of the guinea pigs. These will go out a couple of weeks before these on the floor, and then just weather dependent in it. Well, hopefully there's not much more frost on the horizon. Anyway, I'll just get that other gutter there. I really like these Hearst green shaft peas. They're so nice, and they've got huge pods on them. About 9-10 peas in every pod, and they're very sweet and delicious. A really good pea. I can highly recommend them. I do grow other varieties. I got some peas last year off Chris next door. They were nice. They were a big long pod again, probably 8 peas in every pod. Trouble is they grow to about 7 foot tall and maybe even 8 foot tall, and I'm a bit limited as to where I can put them. But these Hearst, they're more compact. They don't grow as tall, so I can just get them on the ends of beds. I'll show you in a minute anyway where I'm going to plant them. They just fit in nicely. They don't take up any room on the end of a bed. And one of them is going in the end of the green manure bed. So there we are, filled and waiting for those guys to come up. I'll just show you where I'm going to put them. I grew the three lots of peas here last year, and they were quite successful. The net's not only to help them cling on to something, but it's more to stop the pigeons getting at them. Pigeons will just eat all the tops off them, as I've found for the last 3 years. This is a green manure bed. It's almost planted up now with rows. I'll bring you back in a week or 2 and show you how that's doing. Right guys, get all this stuff put away and I'll see you soon.